About 3 weeks since the Cup, so you might query that a bit, but he's a horse. It's probably better just a bit on the fresh side, so...
And your record here in Toowoomba?
I've only had about 3 or 4 rides up here, Larry. I'm very limited to coming up here, but I've never ridden a winner here yet anyway.
Oh, well, let's hope it's tonight.
Yeah, we'll start now.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Okay.
Good luck to Michael there. He rides a very good chance in Motivate in this Toowoomba Cup, and they're at the start. Now, Cranbourne, Cisco Kid, 14.20, 2.30 over Handsome Bear and Smurf's Velocity. 55.30 no around, so those drawn wide will be trekking across to try and get into a good position here. But there is a little bit of light rain falling prior to the Cup, and they are starting to move in. And a very good betting race too. Regent Street, Motivate. The favourite is in New Guinea, and it's now at $5.30. Should be a great race, this. Rain falling, lovely jacaranda tree just to the left of the barriers there. So let's take you now to Pat for his call of the Toowoomba Cup.
See Artist wearing the red cap, and Road to Sea is in the gold cap. And we'll get an idea of just what sort of money's been invested on the race. Been good money for the Toppy Regent Street, some very good money for it. Also well-backed Motivate, a couple of good bets laid against it. Kugelhoff, who won the original Toowoomba Cup this year. Forest Pride, the Townsville visitor, has been well tried, couple of good bets laid against it. Silverthorn, good each way money. In New Guinea, probably the biggest money's been for In New Guinea, the bigger bets for In New Guinea. And Bishop Bill, bit of specking. He goes extremely well on this track. And I think he'll run a race here, particularly if he can get into a nice spot. He's drawn pretty well. Now, these runners are moving in for the Carlton Draft Toowoomba Cup of 2003. It'll be the year that'll go into the history books as the year that they ran 2 Toowoomba Cups, one in the autumn and one in the spring. And 5.40 in New Guinea is the main one. Punters what? Motivate, Michael Rodsmount. Big shortener on Unitab. You can do better in the ring, but it's into 6.30 on Unitab. It is a clear-cut second favourite. Michael's never ridden a winner on this track. Be one of the few tracks he hasn't. It's about to go into line. They're moving up pretty well. Thank you, Jeff. Big field, 20 to compete. A Hot Fame. Anytime Angel comes to us from Sydney. The Steve Engelbrecht stable at Warwick Farm. $100,000 in prize money. It is a listed race, and they're making a pretty good line. Right across the track. They'll use the whole lot of it here. Hot Fame drawn out wide. They're pretty close to having that line complete now by the look of it. Not too many vacant barriers. Should see the red light any tick of the clock. Red light is about to flash away. There it is. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready. Carlton Draft Toowoomba Cup 2003, the Springtime Cup. They're ready to go. Holds them off this time. They're racing and they've come away in a perfect line. Kugelhoff's been ridden along early and Forest Pride's going up looking for the lead. Regent Street and Bishop Bill. Here's Silverthorn out in the centre going forward, and Penetrator very, very wide out. They come down to the 100-metre mark the first time round, and Penetrator is coming across from the outside to go to the front. Out wide on the track then came Midnight Warrior. Over on the rail, Forest Pride and Regent Street right with them. Silverthorn is next. Narwhal's 5 wide out of the straight. Then Laurenell Impulse. Kugelhoff's at about 7th or 8th spot in the middle. Then Dargent Fee on the inside of In New Guinea. He's one off the fence, but he's racing a bit fiercely. They're followed then by Sea Artist, trap wide going around them. Motivate's been beautifully placed midfield the rail on the inside of Up the Bid. Bishop Bill drifted back further than I thought. It's well back in the field. Then a length and a half to Midnight Deal. Well back Anytime Angel 4th last. Then Bar Hill next to last in the race. Road to Sea and Hot Fame at the rear of the field. The cut field makes their way to the 1100 metre mark now, and the leader Penetrator by a length and a quarter to Midnight Warrior. They're followed then by Silverthorn in the centre. Narwhal's 4 wide. Back over on the inside, getting a lovely run, Forest Pride. Then Laurenell Impulse on the outside. Regent Street back on the rail, a half a length away. Then on the outside, Sea Artist. One away to Kugelhoff, who's on the inside of In New Guinea, who starts to go forward. Up the Bids out wide on the track, and they're followed further back McLaren Vale. It's drifted right back through the field. Well back behind them, Motivate's getting off the rail now. Then Dargent Fee, Anytime Angel taking off. off. Bishop Bill's gone backwards. It's back running third last up there, followed by Midnight Deal and Bar Hill at the rear. 600 to go. Penetrator in front of Midnight Warrior, who's going to it quickly. Wider out, Narwhal is under the whip. They're followed by Silverthorn under pressure. Over on the rail, Forest Pride. Wide out on the track was Sea Artist making up some ground. In New Guinea's in a bunch of runners in the centre trying to get through. Into the straight, Midnight Warrior hit the front. Silverthorn the outside's having another crack at it. Then Forest Pride the inside. In New Guinea under pressure. Up the bids running on. Silverthorn shot to the lead at the 180 metre mark. Up the bid's going to be the danger and Motivate up on the rail. Up the bid. Patricia Anderson flashes to the lead and up the bids won the money. Photo second, Silverthorn or Motivate. Bar Hill ran on well. It's there with Laurenel Impulse. Then came Road to Sea Artist, Forest Pride, Midnight Warrior. In New Guinea didn't go on. Kugeloff's well back in the field. They're followed further back then Anytime Angel, Bishop Bill, Darjan Fee. Well back was Hot Fame along Captain Narwhal. Then came the early leader Penetrator. Well back Midnight Deal and Regent Street. One of the last to pull up. Up the bid has got the money. Running down Silverthorn at the 150 metre mark. Big drop in the weight for Up the Bid and it's got the money. Up the Bid finishing powerfully for Jason Sharp, who's only just returned from injury. He's the premiership winner of last year. And what a ride to get Up the Bid home. Silverthorn looked to be struggling at the 400. Warrington was very hard at work on it, but it kept going and it dashed to the lead. And at the 200, it looked as if it may have had the cut one, but it couldn't hold off Up the Bid. Motivate ran on strongly along the rail.
No, but Up the Bid, that quick sprint at the end, got it home, $18.540. It looked like, yep, Silverthorn's got second and Motivate third, so 6, 7, 2. We need a fourth number, and we'll get those shortly after the running of the Toowoomba Cup. Now,
Like the first to go in.